Have you ever seen a dog jump at the sound of a vacuum cleaner or back away from a harmless shadow? For all the love, loyalty, and bravery dogs show, there are some things that send them running for cover. While we may not always understand what goes on in their heads, the things dogs fear can be downright mysterious and sometimes even funny. This is Mysterious and Wild, and today we're going to dive into some of the surprising things that leave our brave furry companions shaking in their paws. Number 1. The terrifying vacuum cleaner. First up on the list of mysterious fears is the vacuum cleaner. For us, it's just another household chore. But for dogs, it seems like the roaring monster that appears out of nowhere, ready to gobble them up. The loud noise and sudden movements of the vacuum can make dogs uneasy, especially when it's rolling around their space. While some might bark at it furiously, others might hide under the bed until the dreaded vacuuming is done. But here's the thing, once it's turned off, most dogs will happily sniff around as if nothing happened. Number 2. Balloons are another head-scratcher. To us, they're a source of fun at parties. But for many dogs, they're these floating, unpredictable objects that could burst any second. The lightness of balloons, the way they move unpredictably, and that sudden pop are enough to make dogs wary. Some dogs might bark at balloons, while others won't go near them, just in case they decide to attack. Number 3. Stairs. Now, not all dogs are afraid of stairs, but those that are will make you wonder what's going through their minds. Maybe it's the height, the uneven footing, or just the fact that stairs don't look quite right to them. It's not uncommon for dogs, especially puppies or smaller breeds, to hesitate before making that first leap. They may try to go down one step, change their minds, and go right back up. It's like they're trying to solve a complicated puzzle. Number 4. Reflections and shadows. Reflections and shadows are another level of strangeness for dogs. Imagine seeing another dog in a mirror, but realizing that it doesn't smell, bark, or move like a regular dog. That's exactly what happens when dogs catch their reflection. Some dogs get confused, others bark, and some might even paw at the mirror to see if the other dog will react. Shadows are just as tricky as reflections. Dogs don't understand where they come from or why they move, which can cause some nervousness. Number 5. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are an obvious fear for many dogs. The sudden crashes of thunder, bright flashes of lightning, and pressure changes in the air can make even the bravest dogs uneasy. For some dogs, it's not just the noise, as many can sense the storm coming even before we see dark clouds. While we might enjoy the sound of rain, many dogs see it as a signal to find the closest hiding spot, under the bed, in the closet, or anywhere they feel safe. Number 6. Unfamiliar objects and noises. Have you ever brought home a new piece of furniture or toy, only to see your dog circle around it cautiously? Dogs are creatures of habit, and anything unfamiliar in their environment can make them nervous. It could be something as simple as a new rug, a strange hat, or even a bag of groceries sitting in the wrong place. Loud, unexpected noises, like fireworks or even a dropped spoon, can also send dogs into a panic. So why do dogs fear these things? One explanation is that dogs rely heavily on their sense of smell and hearing to understand the world. When something doesn't smell or sound right, it can throw them off. Also, dogs might associate certain objects or sounds with negative experiences from the past. If they've been startled by a balloon popping once, they're likely to avoid balloons in the future. Some fears can also come from their natural instincts. Dogs might be wary of things that seem unpredictable or threatening, even if they aren't dangerous. At the end of the day, we can just say that dogs have their quirks, just like us. While we may not understand why the vacuum is so terrifying, or why a harmless shadow can make them uneasy, these little fears are part of what makes dogs so lovable.